I'm Lily.
And I'm Kiev. And welcome to the portal of our minds. Om. Hey guys, and welcome back to another piece of our minds. And today we have spooky stories about us.
About the lust?
About us.
About us. Something that happened to us 7 years ago.
On, I was going to say, a fateful evening. It wasn't a well, it was pretty fateful, but not in a bad way.
Been.
Well, fateful literally means it's your, well, never mind. It was fate that brought us to that moment.
All right, so what happened?
Well, first things first, were we just friends or were we together?
No, we were together.
We were together. And we decided to FaceTime. Like couples do when they're in high school.
And when you FaceTime your boo-boo and it's like 9 o'clock and one of y'all starts to get tired until you FaceTime, that cute shit where one of them falls asleep.
And then you watch them sleep through the camera. Well, that happened to us. Except we both fell asleep. But she fell asleep a little bit after me because I like to fall asleep first always.
Wait, did we even mention that this was a spooky story?
I said
that. Oh. Because it's Halloween!
This is a Halloween special.
Well, I mean, it's not Halloween right now while we're filming this, but we post tomorrow when it's going to be Halloween. So, yeah.
They know that.
But did they? Did they know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? That we posted, but we didn't film it today. We filmed it yesterday. So, yeah.
Spooky.
So anyways, back to the story. Sorry.
Got distracted real quick.
We don't have all our lights on.
So back to the story.
I had to turn the lights on.
Had to turn the lights on real quick. But we fell asleep FaceTiming. It was a cute, fun FaceTime, Mind you, this was a fairly new house that I was staying in. It had been built around 2006. And I would say it was, 2016 when we were FaceTiming, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
It was 2015 or 14.
Yeah, wrong year. But freshmen.
We were freshmen in high schole. So, I'll take it
Fell
from
asleep.
here. I'll take it from here. I'll take it. Don't you worry, but I'll take it from here. So, sorry. Sorry, I got my greasy fingers on you. So, honestly, I don't know who fell asleep first. I can't remember. But that doesn't matter. What matters is I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know what time. It was probably around 3 in the morning though, because I wake up around that time a lot, and I've researched why, and you should research why if that's you too. I'm not gonna get into it right now. But I woke up and I saw him sleeping. The FaceTime was still going, and I saw him sleeping, and I was just like, oh, cute, whatever, until all of a sudden, well, I didn't think anything of it at the time, but I hear like his door open, like, and I hear like this deep man's voice talking. I was like, oh, he's talking to his dad. He's talking back. I couldn't make out what he was saying. He actually sleep talks a lot. And a lot of times
I'm connected to the spiritual world.
Yeah, but a lot of times I don't know what he's saying, but sometimes I do. But anyways, at this time I didn't know what he was saying. I was just like, oh, it sounds like he's talking to his dad, whatever. I just kind of stayed on the other line, like, quiet. Didn't think of anything of it. Went back to bed. So we get up in the morning. I'm like, hey, I heard you talking to your dad in the middle of the night. And he was like, you take it from here.
My dad was never home at night. He worked, at the time, my stepdad worked a graveyard shift. Which means he worked from either 6 p.m. to like 5 in the morning or something like that. Just like overnights, not normal shifts. It's a graveyard shift for a reason. But, back to the point, he was never home. So
we don't know who he was talking to or what, but
there's lots of
that
chit-chat
happened.
And then, fast forward 2 weeks later. I don't know if it was exactly 2 weeks, but I know it wasn't too long after that incident. I fell asleep, woke up around, I never looked at the clock, but I have reason to believe from the previous incident that I woke up between 3 and 5. I don't know why. I just remember doing this. And then just kind of, I was just really still, and I felt off. It felt really off. You know,
always know when there's a certain type of energy in the room if you feel like something's
especially when you're in a
watching
vulnerable state, like sleeping, and you're obviously your consciousness isn't aware of it at the time, and then it brings you back because it's trying to essentially save you or protect you or bring awareness. Well, I sat there for maybe about 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just got real heavy in the air, and then I sit up a little bit.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm already sitting up.
It went like I literally felt like a hand went like this. And then drug its fingers down my arm very slowly. Got to my elbow and then lifted off. Like, it was like, it literally felt like something disappeared. It didn't even, okay, so I won't say it felt like something lifted off, because, you know, put pressure and then it just lifts. It literally felt like it faded. Like, it faded out. And it was really, really spooky. I just remember as soon as I felt the touch, I froze. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I was so, mind you, my blankets were all like rested on me. And I was sleeping in a twin size bed in a decent sized room, and my bed was up against the wall. So it's not like I was pressed up against the wall for, like, you know, it's like a protective feel when you sleep, but both sides of my bed were exposed. So that wasn't helping at all. And it was a fairly new room. I didn't have a lot in there, so it was very empty-ish. And I just remember sitting there for what felt like the rest of the night. For like a couple extra hours, I was awake, just sitting in the same position. And then eventually, I just drifted off to sleep. Woke up and was so scared to go to sleep for the next few nights, for maybe even the next few weeks, that I kept my light on when I slept, because I was so scared. I don't know what it was, but my original theory was that it very well could have been my great-grandfather or my great-grandma.
You usually don't get too scared.
But that's where I was going to get to. My original thought was it was one of them. But then I was like, they wouldn't have instilled that fear in me. It would have been gentle. They would have came to me in my dream and then be like, I'm gonna leave a hand on you. But no, I just snapped my eyes open. It wasn't even like that groggy awake. It was literally me just, and then I was awake. It was really creepy. And I used to think, I was like, well, maybe it was them. And when they realized I was scared, they lifted their hand off to back up a little bit, give me that space. But after hearing that first story, and then that, I just remember, like, so I think there were, as from a young age, there were spirits that followed my family from house to house, because my mom has experienced stuff in almost every house we've lived in, I believe.
Some people do have attachments from the other side that follow them and can follow the whole entire family.
But what I recently found out was from a psychic that I am actually very open to energies, spirits. I've learned how to actually protect myself and her energy and our auras when it comes to that type of stuff. I know what to do now.
Because I'm the same way. Growing up, I've always, like, I don't like to put attention on it, so I don't speak of it much. But shadows all the time.
I'm very
but I've
open
also
to seeing stuff now too, which it doesn't make it scary, because I've learned how to keep my fear at bay. Which you shouldn't be afraid, because they can't harm you unless you verbally tell them to do stuff to you. They can't do anything. They could just knock stuff off the counter.
Well, they can do stuff, but as long as you protect your energy, you're good.
As long as you protect your energy.
But they can definitely, like...
And try not to give it too much attention. Do not
don't give it attention. And the thing is when
don't
you're scared...
Don't try to push at it. Don't try to get bigger than it. Just let it be. Because once you feed it, like we said in the previous video, that energy grows. It gets bigger until it's bigger than you, and it's bigger than you can handle.
When you're scared, your vibration changes. It's a very low frequency when you're in fear. So you then become susceptible for low vibrational things to come and mess with you. So that's why when you start asking for protection and realize like what the,
call upon your
like just start laughing, like dude, like there's nothing to fear. Like you are so much more powerful than them, and this is why they want to. You keep interrupting me.
A way you can protect yourself from negative energies, and this can go for anyone. It's a simple gesture. Just see how she jumped. That's what the negative energies are like. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's time for me to bounce. I am not welcome.
They have to go. If you say like I rebuke negative energy, you have to leave. Like welcome in angels. They have no choice but to leave. They cannot mess with you. You are so much more powerful. Now I remember what I was gonna say. You are so much more powerful than them, and this is why they want to lower your vibration, because they want the power. Because when you're scared, you're literally giving them energy. So just don't be scared. If you are a person that experiences, because I've talked to a few people that experience entities, ghosts, whatever you want to call it, that follow them, and it is a thing. And as long as you just know you're protected and just don't give it your energy, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
You're gonna be okay. But with that being said, we hope you guys enjoyed our spooky Halloween special. And when peace.
Love
you guys. And have a very safe Halloween. Stay safe and protect your family. Protect your energies.
Yes.
Be careful. Oh, and it's a blue moon. So energies are gonna be a little wonky. But don't let that deteriorate yourself. You know what I mean? Stay strong.